We're talking offense today, and today we're talking about the 5 must-have cards that you need to have in your MUT lineup as of right now. If you guys are looking for the safest, cheapest, and fastest way to get your coins to build your God Squad, check out buymmog.com. Stop buying packs. There's a more affordable way to build your coin stack. All you got to do is click on the platform that you're on and let them know right here how many coins you need. At checkout, make sure you're using code SNODS to get 10% off on your order. That link's in the description. Let's build that squad, baby. Yo, what's going on, everybody? SNODS here. We're back with another video. Today, we're talking about offense and the top 5 cards that I recommend having in your offensive lineup. Now, obviously, we have the Browns team, so I can't necessarily make a God Squad, but you guys can, and it seems like the majority of the community, they do go with God Squads. So I want to go over 5 of the most exciting cards for offense. So if you guys are new right here, be sure to subscribe to the channel, throw a like on the video if you guys enjoy the content. So I'm actually going to do this on the mud.gg website because I feel like it is easier. And the first one that I want to go with here is 90 overall Joe Montana. In my opinion, this is the best quarterback in the game as of right now. The only reason he is the best quarterback in the game, we'll go over to the abilities tabs here. He gets in his tier 4 ability, he gets Hot Route Master. Now, it is for 3 AP, but this is definitely worth it. If people don't have Hot Route Master, then they're running with receivers and tight ends. Tight end that has a tight end apprentice, or a receiver that has slot apprentice. If you're unfamiliar with what those abilities are, it gives you extra routes that these receivers can run that are really, really good, actually. What Hot Route Master does is it grants Joe Montana to call these routes for any receiver that you have in the game. So Hot Route Master is much better than having a tight end apprentice or a slot apprentice. Whereas a tight end, they have to be lined up at tight end, or the slot obviously has to be lined up in the slot. So the fact that Joe Montana gets Hot Route Master is huge. He's the only one that gets it as of right now. Expect to see some more here very, very soon. But as the year goes on, the guys that get Hot Route Master are going to be the most expensive. And Joe Montana is that guy right now. He also gets Gunslinger and Gift Wrap. 3 of the best abilities in the game. You literally don't have to use any other abilities on your offense as long as you have that. So Joe Montana is number 1. Number 2, if you go ahead and look at the tight end position, is Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts, why do we choose Kyle Pitts? Well, he's got 90 speed as a tight end. Now, you can use this guy as a tight end if you want to. He'll be a really, really nice tight end for you. All that we see here, 6'6", 245 pounds with 90 speed. You got to put this guy at wide receiver. Before I went to a Browns team, I had Kyle Pitts on my team, and I actually put him as my slot receiver. And I run bunch a lot. So that slot receiver is doing all the main routes, and Kyle Pitts was that guy. He's a huge body. He has good enough jumping. He gets up, goes and gets the ball. He plays just like a receiver. He can juke real well. He's fast. His movement is way better than all the other tight ends in the game. Kyle Pitts is going to be number 2. Next one, same promo, kind of similar situation right here. DK Metcalf at 90 overall. DK Metcalf, again, another really big body. He's 6'3". He's not 6'6", but he's 6'3", 235 pounds. He's got the 90 speed, 93 jump, 87 catching. I don't know what it is about this card, but DK Metcalf cards always play really, really well. Even his core elite, 83 overall, played really, really good for me in the early stages of the game. And the fact that they just came out with a 90 overall DK is ridiculous. He's still, he's been in the game for a little bit, and he's still one of the best receivers in the game, if not the best. And I got Jamar Chase pulled up here because I think this is comparable. I think the only reason I take DK over Jamar Chase is simply because of the height difference. He's got him by 3 there. Jamar Chase is a little bit faster at 93. He's got better catching by 1. The big difference is catching traffic. DK's at 89 catching traffic, and Jamar Chase is only at 82. So for that, I'm taking DK Metcalf all day. The next one I'm gonna go with is back to tight end again, and that's gonna be the 90 overall George Kittle. Now, I recommend this card for when you guys get that free 90 overall most feared card. There's a lot of other really good cards in most feared, but I think George Kittle right here is going to be one of the best ones. If you guys take Kyle Pitts and put him as your slot wide receiver and then get George Kittle as your tight end, dude, your offense is going to be nasty. Got 88 speed, which is crazy. 92 catching. He's got some good route running, but for me, just playing with this George Kittle, man, he plays different. He's not like all the other tight ends. I think the big thing with tight ends that you guys need to look out for is the change of direction. George Kittle has 85 change of direction, which is pretty good for a tight end. So he's a really good player to be making juke moves with. This guy jukes like a madman. Juke is one of the most OP things to be able to do in this game. He's got 83 juke move, which helps, but having good change of direction and decent juke move is huge. And my last one I'm going to go with here is OBJ. Another receiver. I know you're asking, why haven't we put a halfback on here? I just don't think that there's, obviously Adrian Peterson is the best running back in the game, but is he must have? I don't really think so. I think you can get away with some of these cheaper guys. I'd rather spend 290K than almost 1 million coins for this card for just, you know, a couple more stats that are better. CMC, you're fine. Walter Payton, you're fine. Even Bo Jackson, this 88 overall, you can still get away with, and he's under 200K. So I just don't feel like there's a must-have running back in the game. There's a lot of depth and a lot of different running backs that you can use. But yes, OBJ is going to be my last choice right here. 91 speed. I have him on a Browns team at 93 speed, which is a huge difference. But even without the boost, I think that this card is really, really good. He fits on the Browns team, Ravens, Giants, and the Rams. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of Ravens teams out there that make this card really, really good. 91 speed, 94 jumping is crazy. I think he's got the highest jumping in the game, which is insane. And on the Browns team, that puts him up to like a 96 jumping. And let me tell you, it's very noticeable. I have a lot of corner routes with OBJ that I use. I use the C route a lot, and I'm throwing the ball with him completely covered, and I'm clicking on running up in front of the defender, and I'm jumping up and getting it, and it's working a lot because of the 94 jumping, 96 for the Browns team. But it's noticeable. It's very noticeable. And OBJ cards always play pretty good in MUT. Very fast, always very shifty, hard to guard. I think Odell definitely makes this list. So there you have it. Joe Montana, DK Metcalf, Odell Beckham, Kyle Pitts, and George Kittle, I think, are must-haves on your offense. Now, as you can see right here, it is 2.31 million for these guys. I did not say it was going to be cheap, but if you can get a couple of these guys, your team is sitting really nice. So yeah, guys, that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, throw a like on the video. Please subscribe to the channel, boys. We're almost at 3,000 subscribers. I'm out of here, boys. Peace.